Sarah, I love you and I want to be with you for the rest of my life. Will you marry me?
Oh, my God. This isn't really happening, is it? I feel like this is a dream or something. Yes, yes, I will marry you. Oh, thank you so much, Kenneth. I have been waiting for this day for so long. I'm gonna treasure this moment forever.
I really don't know what to say right now. I can't believe you said yes. I should be the one thanking you. I promise that I'm gonna make you the happiest woman in the world. Thanks so much for accepting me. Let's start planning out our wedding together. I know that you've always had a dream wedding in mind. I'm gonna do everything I can to make your dream wedding come true. I know how much it means to you.
Oh, I still haven't managed to completely process what happened yet. This is the best day of my life. Yes, let's definitely plan out the wedding. I want to do it together with you, though. It's your wedding as well, after all. Let's make it a really special day for the both of us. I'm already looking forward to it so much.
Yeah, I still haven't managed to process this either. It's like I'm still in a dream. My legs are still shaking from the adrenaline. Can I put this ring on your finger then?
Yes, please do. That thing is so beautiful. It's so much nicer than anything that I could ever imagine. Oh, yeah, my hands are shaking too. It might be a little difficult for you to put it on.
I'm really looking forward to our future together. I've loved you for such a long time, and I'm so relieved that this has finally happened. I was so nervous for the past few weeks over this. I'm glad that it ended in a good way.
I can imagine you were nervous. You did a good job hiding it, though. Yeah, I am looking forward to our future together, too. This entire day was fantastic, by the way. The theme park, the restaurant, were both perfect. I'm definitely going to remember this day for the rest of my life.
I'm glad that you feel that way. This is going to be in my memory forever, too. Want to go for a walk outside together? There is so much that I want to talk about.
Yeah, a walk sounds nice. I think I need to calm down a little, too. Let's go.
Yeah, some fresh air would be nice, right? Let's go.
Sis, you're the worst. Oh my God, you are so horrible. I can't believe you tried to keep this all a secret, too. I never thought you would do anything this horrible to me. I'm your sister. I can't believe you could do this to me. This is taking things way too far, even for your standards. What do you think that you're doing, stealing my boyfriend? There's absolutely no way something like this should be okay to do. You are a thief, and you should be ashamed by what you've done.
Wait, you're really confusing me, Megan. What are you talking about all of a sudden? Stole your boyfriend? I did not do something like that at all. Could you please explain to me what you're talking about? I'm pretty sure you have the wrong person, or you're misunderstanding something.
Oh, stop pretending that you don't know what I'm talking about. I know that you're guilty of doing this. You're spreading the rumor that you are marrying my boyfriend, Kenny. He's my boyfriend, you know. I really can't believe that you have the guts to do something like this. You've even posted about this on social media, too. I never thought that you were the kind of person to do this. You're gonna get into so much trouble for this. Just you wait for it. I'm gonna make sure you regret doing this so damn much.
You're really starting to confuse me now. Have you gone crazy or something? I still don't know what you're accusing me of. One thing that I can say for sure is that I haven't stolen your boyfriend at all. I would never do something like that in the first place. I don't know what you're misunderstanding. Is this about me getting married to my boyfriend, Kenneth, soon?
That's exactly what I'm angry about. I can't believe that you have the audacity to try to get married to him. He's my boyfriend, you know. You can't steal him from me like this. What you're doing is so evil and terrible. Give him back to me right now. You're so evil for even attempting to do something like this to me.
What? Give him back? What are you talking about? You really aren't making any sense at all. He proposed to me, and we've been dating basically forever. He was never your boyfriend, and he never will be. You and Kenneth aren't seeing each other, right? What gave you this kind of idea in the first place? Are you drunk or something right now? That's definitely what it sounds like.
Did you just ask me what gave me this idea? You're the one that's crazy for asking me something like this. Are you doubting our love that we have for each other? He is the love of my life. We are destined to be together. He's the one that's meant to be with me. I decided a long time ago when I was a little girl that I was going to marry Kenny someday. It was always my dream to marry him. Then you came out of nowhere and tried to steal him from me. You're currently trying to destroy my dream I had since I was a little child. I started loving him way before you did.
I am not doing anything like that. What has gotten into you? You should read through the messages that you just sent me. Then you might realize just how insane you're sounding right now. Kenneth is my fiancé. We're getting married because we love each other. There's nowhere for you to fit in.
I'm not the insane one. It's you that's insane. I can see why you're misunderstanding this entire situation, though. You're the same age as Kenny, I give you that. You guys also spent a lot of time with each other because you always went to school together up until high school, but I am the one who promised to marry him first. We promised to marry many, many, many years ago. That's why you need to give up on marrying him. You also need to stop spreading these false rumors about your marriage with him right now. Also, stop posting pictures of you guys together on social media too. People are going to be tricked by your lie, and it's going to make this entire situation a huge mess. He is not getting married to you, after all.
This is the first time I'm hearing about this. Are you sure? Are we talking about the same guy here? Kenneth? You're still living with our parents right now, right? Kenneth and I are living together, very far away from where you are. This should be enough proof to show that I'm the one that's gonna marry him. We've both got jobs here, and we've been living together for a while now. It's physically impossible for you and Kenneth to be dating each other. At best, you get to see each other when he goes back to see his parents during the holidays or something. That just doesn't make sense at all. So, yeah, this is either a huge misunderstanding or you're going crazy. I am leaning toward you being crazy being the actual reason. You should go get yourself checked out at the hospital if you're serious about all of this.
We have a long-distance relationship. It happens sometimes. It's more common than you would think. It really doesn't matter how many times we get to see each other. As long as we love each other, that's all that matters. Our love is so strong that it doesn't get broken even if we're living far away from each other. Kenny loves me more than you, Sarah. I know that for a fact. You really need to stop calling me crazy and realize that you're the one that's crazy. I want you to stop dating him and leave his place right now. I'm gonna take your place once you're gone.
And what makes you so convinced and confident that you're the one dating him then? Show me some proof. I'm pretty sure that he doesn't feel the same way about you at all. Also, there's absolutely no way I'm leaving this place. This is partly my house too, and I really like it here.
Well, because Kenny was always nice to me ever since I was little. He always spoiled me too. He was so kind and gentle on top of that. He even gave me whatever I wanted. All I had to do was ask him. He was always so sweet. That's more than enough proof to show that we're dating.
That's because you were such a spoiled brat since you were very young, and once you set your eye on something, you would never budge. We couldn't convince you any other way. Both Kenneth and I had a really hard time dealing with you all the time. He was only kind toward you because he didn't want you to start having a tantrum. Him being nice to you when you were little doesn't prove anything either. That all happened such a long time ago.
Well, things like this have happened more recently too, you know. Every time I went to visit there around where you guys live, Kenny asked me out on a date. We've had some wonderful times together, you know. One time, he treated me to a nice dinner and even bought me a souvenir gift to take home to my parents. He's so sweet. Do you see what I'm talking about now? He loves me more than you. I am the one that he's gonna marry.
You were visiting this area, Megan? When was that? I didn't hear anything about this at all. Are you sure that you're not just making this up randomly?
I am not making this up at all. You just don't want to accept the reality, do you? I see him way more often than you think. It's not just during the holidays like you think it is. I actually see him pretty often. We've even been to theme parks and watched football games together on a date. This is just a clear sign that he's into me. So, yeah, I am dating him, and that's for sure. I am the girl who Kenny really loves. I am the main girl in his life. I know you are my sister, but I cannot compromise this. He is too important for me to give up. He probably doesn't see you as an important person at all, actually. If I were you, I'd just give up already.
This is the first I'm hearing about this. Kenneth never told me anything like that before. There's got to be some sort of misunderstanding, right? This just doesn't make any sense at all. He's not the kind of guy that would cheat on me like this either.
Well, he doesn't show his true side to you. I'm the one that he shows his true self to. There's absolutely no way he would tell this to you. Why would he tell you that he was actually in love with me instead of you? It wouldn't make sense at all for him to do that. You're not gonna trick me with your filthy lies. Kenny is so nice and sweet, so he probably didn't want to upset you. That's why you don't know about this.
Cheating on me with you? I am not gonna believe this at all. But I'm the one who is marrying him soon. It's official. We've already prepared everything and set out the invites too. I'm getting married to him whether you like it or not. Nothing that you say or do is gonna stop this from happening. I also want you to stop accusing him of something like this.
So you must have used some dirty tricks to get him into marrying you then? That's the only explanation for this. You must have told him something to manipulate him and force him into marrying you. I bet that he couldn't say no to you because he's so nice and caring. He's the complete opposite of you. You were always like that since we were young. You are manipulative and evil. You trick people into doing things you want. You're sly and gimmicky too. This is why I've hated you for the longest time. Everything that you do really pisses me off.
I definitely haven't manipulated or controlled him into this at all. In fact, he was the one that asked me to marry him. I also know that you don't like me that much, but I really don't know what to do about that. I've tried to be nice to you, but you never seem to want to accept me for some reason.
Wait, so you don't even realize your own slyness? That's even worse! You have a horrible personality and, oh, your looks suck too. I am a better fit for him since I have a great personality, I have beautiful looks, and I'm more than anything you could ever be. I'm also a lot younger than you too. That's always a plus too. So yeah, it means that I'm a much better woman for him overall. So for those reasons I just mentioned, please give up on marrying Kenny. You don't deserve him, as he's obviously way too good for you. And also, one more thing, please delete all the posts on your social media. All of them. I don't want people to think that you're going to be getting married to him.
You really need to calm down about this. I'm gonna go and check with Kenneth to see if any of what you're saying is true. I don't think we're gonna get anywhere if we keep on talking to each other like this after all. Kenneth, sorry to bother you so late at night. I just want to ask you a few questions. Would that be okay?
What happened? Is everything okay? I just got done with my overtime and got on the train back home. I can't talk to you over the phone, but I can send you messages.
You're going home now? It's already past 9 p.m., isn't it? You've been having to work so much overtime, haven't you? You seem really busy these days. You must be so tired.
Oh, it's not so bad. I'm just trying to put in as much work as I can now so that I can take time off for our wedding and honeymoon. I won't feel so bad taking a bunch of time off if I get the majority of my work done now, after all.
Thanks, Kenneth. I really appreciate all the hard work that you've been putting in for us.
Not a problem at all. Anything for you, of course. So, what did you need to talk to me about? What's going on?
Well, you are working so hard for our wedding and honeymoon, so I hate to bring something like this up. It's not like I'm doubting you or anything like that at all. It's just that, have you been in touch with Megan lately by any chance? Or have you been seeing her lately in person?
I haven't seen her in person for a pretty long time now. But I do hear from her like every day, pretty much. She sends me so many messages, and I don't really know what to do about it at times. I only reply when I can, and that's not often at all, but she continues to send me messages in a row.
So you guys do kind of keep in touch then? Well, Megan told me that she is the one getting married to you, Kenneth. She texted me earlier and demanded that I give you back to her. She told me that you were gonna marry her instead of me. She said that she came to visit here several times, and every time she came, you took her out on a date. How much of what she's saying is actually true? Do you know what she's talking about at all?
A date? Is that really what she said? Wait, hold on. It's not like that at all. I wouldn't call those dates at all.
So you did do something together with her then? That part is true? Has she been troubling you in any way at all? She can be a pretty difficult person to deal with at times.
Well, I guess she can be a little troubling at times. She always lets me know when she comes to visit this area. She always sends me a list of places like theme parks and cafes that she wants to go to. She messages me like every single time, so I thought she was coming to visit with friends or something. So anyway, I replied to her just once, and I told her that I hope she had a good time over there. After I told her that, she appeared at our doorstep the next morning. It was really creepy, if I'm totally honest with you.
Wait, what? Did something like that really happen?
Yeah, she really showed up in front of me the next day. All I did was send her just one single text message. She said she took an all-night bus or something. However, I had to go to work, so I told her I couldn't see her during the day and I left for work. I completely thought that she had gone home, but when I got done with work and I stepped out of the office, she was waiting for me in front of my office. I didn't even know that she knew where I worked. I certainly have never told her about it, so she must have found out about it from someone else. Anyway, since she is my childhood friend, I asked her if she wanted to grab some dinner or something. It seemed like she had waited all day for me after all. I also didn't think that she would go home if I didn't talk and spend at least a little bit of time with her.
I'm sorry she made you go through an experience like this. I'm guessing that this day is what she is calling a date?
Well, I had no intention of going out on a date with her at all. It wasn't like that at all. She is just a childhood friend, and we just went there to eat, that was it. We all grew up together after all. I always had the role of taking care of her, so she's just like a younger sister to me.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I'm not accusing you of anything at all. I just wanted to hear what really happened from your mouth. I don't think you're the type of person to cheat on me. I just wanted to get to the bottom of this, as Megan was saying some really crazy things to me.
Cheat on you? This really isn't anything like that at all. She's the one that's constantly texting me and approaching me. Of course I would never cheat on you, Sarah. I could never do that to you. You are too important to me. I've always had my eyes on you since we were in middle school, Sarah. You're the most important person in my life, and you always will be. I had a crush on you for more than a decade before I finally managed to start dating you. I wouldn't do anything to risk ending this relationship with you.
Oh, Kenneth, you are making me blush now. I know that you're not cheating on me. I trust you completely. I also know that she's the one that's causing us all this trouble. She thinks that she's the one that's going to be marrying you for some reason.
Wait, she thinks that I'm gonna marry her? How did she end up coming to a conclusion like that? It doesn't make any sense. I just want you to know that you're the only person I have my eyes on. I was fuming inside when I watched you date other guys throughout middle school, high school, college. I just want you to know that there is no way I would ever cheat on you. It's just not possible at all.
Oh, Kenneth, you're so sweet. I feel so loved. I'm sorry that I even had to question you because of something that Megan said to me.
It's not like I had anything going on with Megan in the past either. I have no idea why she's making a misunderstanding like this. Also, she should know that I only have feelings for you too. I've talked to her in the past about you, actually. I asked her for some advice on how I would be able to make you fall in love with me. I think that clearly shows that I have feelings for you and not her.
Oh, So you've talked to her about something like that too? I have a strange feeling that she took that in the wrong way, though. I think she might have thought that you talking to her was a sign or something. She's really twisted, and she tends to twist stories into her liking. Maybe she thought that you were hitting on her or something.
You think so? Although I wouldn't be surprised if that were the case, actually. She's that kind of person after all. Come to think of it, when we were really little, she was making me play house with her basically all the time. She made me play the role of her husband every single day, and she always started crying when I tried to leave. Maybe she's had an interest in me for a really long time.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. She's been even more crazier than usual recently, though.
I'm glad that we could talk about this now, though. It was a little awkward for me, too. She is your little sister, so it wasn't like I could completely ignore her. Should I say something to her, do you think? I don't really want to make her angry or upset. Who knows what she's gonna do?
Yeah, I think you should avoid contacting her. If you contact her, she'll probably get out of control again. She'll also interpret everything the way she wants as well. It's definitely gonna make things worse, I think. Would it be okay if I ask you not to reply to any of Megan's messages from now on? Actually, could you delete her contact altogether? I think that might be easier for you. I know that's a difficult ask, as you've known her for such a long time too, but I really think that this is the best thing to do for now.
It's okay. I think that this is the best move for now as well. Hopefully she'll realize that I'm not interested in her at all once she stops receiving messages from me completely.
I'm really sorry that she's putting you through all this trouble. It must have been difficult for you to deal with her constant messages and craziness.
I should be the one apologizing to you for not noticing how she feels towards me sooner. I should have handled it better. You and Megan are sisters, and we were all childhood friends. I really thought she only liked me like a big brother. I thought that she wanted my attention and wanted me to take care of her because we're like siblings. I guess I was completely wrong about that.
I thought the same way as you up till recently, but I've realized that even though she's family, she needs to be distanced. It's better if we keep some distance from Megan moving forward so she doesn't try to destroy our marriage. After we get married, we'll all be family, but let's just see her during the holidays and for special occasions. Let's keep a friendly distance from her.
Yeah, that sounds like a great plan, actually. I'd rather avoid her causing trouble, especially before our wedding.
Thanks for being so understanding. Be careful going home.
Thanks, Sarah. Let me know if she causes you any more trouble, too.
Yeah, likewise. Tell me if she tries to do anything weird to you. I really hope that she doesn't make this into an even bigger problem. Hey, Megan! I can't believe you've done this! You need to delete your social media post right away and stop spreading false rumors to our local friends in our hometown. Everyone around us is really getting confused because of what you've done.
I don't know what you're talking about, Sarah. Please, don't contact me if you don't have anything to say to me.
Oh, don't play dumb with me. You should know exactly what I'm talking about right now. You're spreading the word that I'm trying to steal Kenneth from you and force my way into marrying him? You're spreading false information like this online, aren't you? A lot of my friends and family have been contacting me to ask me what's happening. You're making it sound like I am an evil woman. Please stop this right now.
It's not false information at all. Everything that I've said is all the truth. You really are a very evil woman. I'm glad that everyone is finally starting to realize that fact. Kenny is going to be marrying me, and you know that. Stop making this difficult for all of us. Just give him back to me.
Kenneth told me there was nothing going on between you and him. All that happened was you invited yourself and visited him without his permission. That doesn't mean that you guys went on any dates. Also, you just bombarded him with messages? That doesn't mean you guys were dating or anything. You were just being a huge nuisance to him.
You're just saying that because you're really jealous of me. Oh yeah, those were very special dates for sure. He said he would cherish me and protect me forever. Those dates were the most romantic moments of my life. You can't just suddenly try to erase those precious memories.
He only said that he would protect you and cherish you forever when you guys were playing house as little kids. I also know that you made him say those lines back then. You really need to stop all this right now. You've managed to involve so many people in your stupid little lie now.
I am not making anything up. Stop accusing me of being a liar. Kenny is marrying me, and I know it. He is my boyfriend, and he loves only me. I am the better fit for him, as I'm way cuter than you. I know that he likes cute and younger girls. Give him back to me already. You're the one that needs to give up and stop already.
You should stop being so delusional and get a grip of yourself. You're completely in your own world right now. The undeniable fact is that you have never dated him in the past. The dates that you claim to have gone on with him was just you coming over without being invited. You forced him to hang out with you. You guys barely ever see each other, too. I live with him. It's very clear that I'm the one that's dating him.
Well, that's the reason why I haven't been able to see him much. It's not like I don't want to see him. I love to go on more dates with him if possible. I'm just limiting myself right now because we have a long-distance relationship. Once we get married, we're going to be spending so much time together anyway. I have so many things planned for us. He's going to take me to Paris with him on a romantic vacation. Then we're going to go to Disneyland together and have dinner at a nice hotel restaurant by the seaside. We're also going to go on a backpacking trip across India, too. We're going to go discover our true selves together. I have an entire list of things planned once we get married.
What are you talking about? Do you still not understand what I'm trying to tell you? He's not dating you or getting married to you. Nothing that you have planned out is ever gonna happen.
Oh, just shut up already. I am the one that's gonna be laughing at the end of this. I am the one that's gonna kiss him at the altar. Also, you did something to his phone, didn't you? You must have taken it from him or something so that he couldn't contact me. Give it back to him right now so that I can talk to him.
I have no idea what you're going on about. I don't have his phone.
You know what I'm talking about. When I message Kenny, he doesn't even read them, let alone reply to me. You must have blocked my contact on his cell phone without him knowing, or taken his phone from him completely. You're such a controlling and twisted woman after all.
He didn't do anything like that at all. He's the one that decided to stop staying in contact with you. He's no longer replying to you because he decided to keep distance from you. He thinks that you're crazy, and he doesn't want you making any more misunderstandings.
That is not true. You've tricked him into thinking that, haven't you? You can't just get rid of what's inconvenient to you just like that. Stop trying to destroy my and Kenny's relationship.
Megan, you need to come to your senses and face the truth. You are putting Kenneth in a difficult spot by doing this to you. If you're going to stay out of control like this, we won't invite you to your wedding either. Is that clear to you?
There's no need to invite me because there will be no wedding between you guys anyway. You're the one who's getting out of control. You're being delusional thinking that you're still gonna get married to him. You are splitting me and Kenny apart so that you can force your way into Kenny's life and steal him from me. If you plan on going ahead with this wedding, I have an idea too. I am not gonna hold back and let you do as you please.
An idea to stop our wedding? You better not try to do anything stupid. We've spent a lot of time and money preparing our dream wedding. It's gonna be a very special day for the both of us. Don't you dare try to do anything stupid to ruin it.
I have an important duty to protect Kenny from you. I have to do what I have to do so that he won't fall into the hands of a villain like you, Sarah. Kenny is mine, and he's going to be mine forever. I'll do anything to prevent you from marrying Kenny. I won't let you hurt him. I have to protect him, as you know that I'm the girl that he really wants to be with.
I don't know what you plan on doing, but stop right now. You're just gonna make the situation even worse for yourself. Actions have consequences, and you're gonna be punished if you try to do anything stupid. If you ever do anything to make Kenneth sad, or anything to give him trouble, I won't forgive you. I am the one getting married to Kenneth. I am the one that he proposed to. You need to give up right now. You're all like a little sister to him, Megan. Do not disappoint him any more than you already have.
Good morning, Sarah. Big day today, isn't it? The weather is absolutely horrendous today. It's forecasted to stay like this for the rest of the day, too. It's like God is trying to stop you from having this wedding as it was never meant to actually happen in the first place.
Please be quiet. I'm busy, so don't talk to me if you don't have anything important to say. I'm leaving for the wedding venue right now. I'm busy getting ready, so if you're going to give me a hard time, it's gotta wait till later. Also, Mom and Dad are gonna be watching over you today at the wedding. Don't do anything stupid as you're gonna be stopped.
Don't do anything stupid? Like what? All I'm trying to do is to rescue a prince taken in hostage. I'll rescue him from a wicked witch, no matter what. I know for sure that he doesn't want this wedding to actually happen.
A prince in hostage? A wicked witch? Are you being serious? You've really gone insane, haven't you? I've made sure to have some security keep watch on you too. I never should have allowed you to come in the first place.
Nobody is going to be able to stop me. I won't allow you to marry my boyfriend. It's definitely not going to happen. I've already completed my plan. There's no way you can get married now. I burned the pure white dress that you were planning to wear. It was never going to suit you in the first place anyway.
I'm not wearing a dress. I was never planning on wearing a white dress today either.
What are you talking about? You're just pretending to act strong, right? I know that you actually want to cry right now. Wait, are you really not wearing a dress? Wait! I am not falling for this lie. There was a pure white dress in the bride's dressing room at the wedding venue. The white dress that you were meant to wear, right?
The bride's dressing room? How did you get in there? Guests shouldn't be allowed to go inside that room.
I just snuck in there when there wasn't anyone else around. It was pretty easy for me to get inside.
So you went inside without any permission at all? And you said you burned a dress as well? Oh my God, what have you done? I am not wearing a wedding dress, so it must have been someone else's. I'm wearing an ethnic outfit for the wedding. I only have a colored dress to change into after my ceremony. Whose wedding dress was it that you burned?
How the heck do I know? You're just playing a trick on me, right? It was meant to be your dress. I just burned a white dress that was on the bride's room. That's all I did. And what do you mean you're not wearing a wedding dress? It's a wedding. Surely you must wear a dress for it.
I'm only wearing a colored evening dress at the reception. For the ceremony, I'm wearing an ethnic costume that I picked out. Not everyone gets married in a white wedding dress, you know?
What in the world? Are you really wearing an ethnic costume for your wedding? Then what does that mean I've done?
You know that Kenneth has always been interested in different cultures and ethnicities, right? I've always shared similar interests as him when I was young. That's why we decided that we'd get married in some unusual clothing. He used to put on plays as soldiers from different countries. You know that too, right?
Yeah, but I never would have expected you guys to wear weird stuff on your wedding day. So, the ethnic costume is what you're wearing?
Oh, who knows what you've done. The fact that you didn't even know this shows that you're never gonna be marrying him anyway. You better go and explain what has happened to the wedding venue staff immediately. You're gonna be in so much trouble for this.
Wait, so whose dress was it? The one that burned to ashes? There's no way I'm gonna go hand myself in. That would be such a stupid thing to do. You're the one that tricked me into doing this. It's all your fault. I thought that it was your dress that I was burning.
The venue we're using has us and another couple booked for today, so... Did you go to the other bride's dressing room, perhaps? OMG, what have you done, Megan? You didn't even check for the name on the door? Weren't you paying any attention at all? Also, why in the world are you trying to blame this on me? Even if it were my dress that you burned down, that would still be a terrible thing to do.
I thought you were the only one getting married today. How the heck was I meant to know that there were other people getting married?
Tell the staff at the venue right away that you burned the dress. They need to know about this as soon as possible. What have you done? You've ruined another bride's dress completely.
It's all your fault. I didn't do anything wrong because I had no idea about any of this. It's all your fault, Sarah. You made me do this.
You did it yourself. How the heck can you blame me? You burned down someone's wedding dress intentionally.
This wouldn't have happened if you didn't steal Kenny from me in the first place. That's the reason why we're even in this situation right now.
Oh, shut up already. Enough, Megan. Drop this nonsense right now. Kenneth is marrying me. Me! Make no mistake about it. He has been in love with me ever since we were in middle school. He has loved me all these years, Megan. You're just like a little sister to Kenneth. We are childhood friends. That's all the feelings he has for you, Megan. You're not a kid anymore. Stop playing house already. The playtime is over. If you keep acting up like this, we're both gonna cut you out of our lives completely.
But Kenny took me out on so many dates. He is so sweet to me. He always listened to me, and he gave me whatever I wanted. He loves me so much that I can't be sure about. There's just no way that I can give up on him. I'm not gonna lose out on him no matter what.
He gave you what you wanted when we were kids because you didn't listen to anyone when you were a kid. You always had to have your way with everything. So he had given up on reasoning with you a long time ago. It was no use trying to fight you or reason with you. You just don't listen to any of us after all. You don't know how many times I had to give up on my favorite toys because you never stopped crying till you got what you wanted. You demanded everything and you didn't take no for an answer. You just clung on to them and never let go. As far as those dates, you only invited yourself and took him around as you pleased. Kenneth had no choice but to go along with it. He really doesn't love you or have any romantic feelings toward you at all.
Kenny is mine. He belongs to me. I've loved him since I was a tiny little girl, and he's loved me for just as long. Stop trying to take away what's mine.
Has Kenneth ever told you that he loved you? Can't you see that it's your imagination? Or did he ever ask you out? Did he ever initiate it himself? It was always you, wasn't it? You just showed up at his doorstep every single time. Did he ever discuss marriage with you once when we were grown up? You know, as adults? No, he hasn't. We're all adults now. Things are different to back then. You can't just have everything that you want. It doesn't work like that anymore.
Well, he's never said those words to me exactly, but he's a man. And men are like that, right? They don't talk that much. I can still feel that he loves me and cares for me, even though he doesn't say those things out loud.
Kenneth isn't like that at all. He's very forward and honest in expressing his love to me. He tells me how he feels about me almost every day. He doesn't ever hold back. He even embarrasses me sometimes by how straightforward he is. If he hasn't expressed his love toward you, then it means that he doesn't love you.
What? You're just making this up as you speak. I don't believe you at all.
I am not making anything up. I am the one who's marrying him. This is a fact that nobody can change. Not you, not anyone. Your playing house was over way back in preschool. Now, grow up and go apologize for what you've done. It's time you look at reality. Stop being delusional already. You got out of control and burned someone else's dress. Do you realize just how awful that is? You've ruined somebody's precious day. You need to take responsibility for your actions no matter what. You need to make it up to them. Moving forward, Kenneth and I plan to have as little to do with you as possible. Please don't come visiting us without our permission ever again.
So now you guys are just gonna cut me out? This is so unfair. What did I ever do to deserve this kind of treatment? It's just not fair at all. Also, the other people aren't gonna find out about this. I'll be long gone before they have their wedding. They're probably having their ceremony after your one, right?
Actually, I think they have multiple wedding halls at this venue. I'm pretty sure they're going to be having their wedding at the same time as ours. The bride and groom should be arriving at the venue just around now. Tell the staff members. Hurry. Find them and tell them. The wedding dress is for her wedding ceremony if it's the white one, so it's the dress she needs to put on first. She would need it right away. Don't ever even think of running away from there. Tell them what you did. You need to take responsibility for what you've done. You're an adult now. Don't cause any more trouble to anyone else. You stay there and take care of it. Do you understand? If not, I'm going to have to report you to the wedding venue staff myself.
Why does it have to end up like this? This was not my intention at all. I can't believe it. I better get out of here before people start finding out what happened. You better not tell anyone about this at all. Also, you better leave Kenny alone as well. He's mine! Help me. Sis, I need your help. You need to pick up the phone right now. I am in so much trouble and I need you to do something about it. Dad told me that the police came to their house. They were looking for me. He is so mad at me and is asking where I am. I can't tell him. What do I do? He was shouting and screaming at me over the phone. I am so scared.
Well, the dress you burned was custom made, with expensive material and embellishments, and it turns out that it cost $25,000 in total to make. Of course, the bride got super upset and reported it to the police. That's understandable. Not only did you destroy and ruin their dress, you also ruined their dream wedding ceremony. I heard that their ceremony didn't go according to plan at all, as the bride was crying and didn't have anything to wear. They didn't get nice photos like they had planned, and the whole ceremony had to be carried out in a terrible mood.
$25,000? Really? For just a wedding dress? Unbelievable. That's such a waste of money for something like that. I can't believe they reported me to the police over this.
It's one of the biggest events of their lives. I can totally see people spending that much. The damage that you caused them is way more than that figure, too. You ruined their wedding day, for goddamn sake. You better be ready to pay them back when they sue you for all of this. Thanks to you running away from the scene that day, we ended up having to apologize profusely to the other couple and their families. So you made the day really difficult for us, too. They were really nice and understanding, and after I explained the situation to them, they said it was only your doing, so you were to blame. And they didn't pursue it any further or tell us to take the responsibility or anything. They didn't say anything like that, which was nice. However, they did tell us that they were not going to have any mercy towards you. I'm happy that they ended up managing to go through with their wedding, though. The groom managed to cheer up the bride, and they ended up having a great wedding, regardless of what you did.
So, you're telling me that they even managed to have the wedding, but they're still reporting me to the police? Oh my god, everyone is completely overreacting about all of this.
No, it's not overreacting. Far from it. You deserve to be arrested by the police for what you did, and you also need to pay the couple back for all the damages that you caused. You burned a super expensive wedding dress and ran off. Do you not realize just how horrible that is? It's a real crime, and you've got to pay the consequences of your actions.
What's gonna happen to me now then? Do I go to jail over something like this?
Well, you will be arrested, and you probably will be sued in civil court for damages and emotional pain and stuff. So you will need to serve for your crime. You will have to pay them back for the damage. The amount that you're going to have to pay back is going to be way more than $25,000, especially if you don't hire a lawyer to help you out.
But I didn't mean for things to end up like this. I also have no idea about any of this. I don't have the money to hire a lawyer or anything. I also know nothing about this stuff. Where do I even start?
The bride and groom are really nice people. They're very patient and understanding, and the staff members tried really hard for them, so luckily they were able to secure another custom-made dress right away. So she rented it and wore it at her wedding, thankfully. If you go apologize to them directly right now and show them how sorry you are, they might go a little bit easy on you, but still you burned the dress that she hand-selected and she had designed to her liking in every detail. So you better embrace the consequences regardless of the decision that they make. What you have destroyed is tremendous. You know, not just financially, but emotionally too, which is understandable. This is a wedding dress we're talking about. It was a moment that they were going to treasure forever, you know? Now that moment is gone because of what you did.
Please help me, sis. I need you to help, please. What do I do? As I told you earlier, I know nothing about this stuff. I need you to start off by helping me find and pay for a lawyer.
I told you from now on, Kenneth and I will only have the minimal contact with you. There's absolutely no way I'm getting caught up in any of your mess.
Well, this is the necessary minimum. I really could do with your help right now. Also, I have done nothing wrong this time. It's not my fault, so I should be getting some help.
What are you talking about? This is 100% your fault. You should handle it yourself. You got yourself into this mess. The more you run away, the more harsh your punishment will be. So yeah, I'd start by making an apology first and turning yourself into the police. That's the best thing that you can do in the situation you're in. That is all I can tell you.
I only work part-time, though. I don't make that much money. There is no way I can pay for a $25,000 dress. That's outrageous. I also can't hire a lawyer or anything.
What are you talking about? There is no way it's $25,000.
Wait, what do you mean by that? Hold on a minute. I knew it. How could it be, right? How could a single dress cost $25,000, right? I thought it sounded ridiculous. There's no way it's actually that much. I owe them a lot less than that, right? That's what you're about to say.
That is not what I was about to say at all. You better expect to pay more for this. More like $70,000 total? Easily, if not more.
$70,000? What in the world are you talking about? That is such a ridiculous amount of money. Why in the world would the total come out to some ridiculous number like that? It doesn't make any sense to me.
That is the cost for the custom-made dress and for the emotional pain and suffering you caused. Think about it. You nearly destroyed their wedding, which was supposed to be the best day of their lives. The fire you caused also damaged some of the venue and other items in the room. You also ran away without handing yourself in, and it's been 3 days already. So you will be looking at some amount like that in total. That is the conservative estimate, too. I'd expect to pay a lot more if I were you.
Wait, I can't. I don't see any way I could ever pay that much. I can never pay for some big amount like that. Seriously, where am I going to get that kind of money? Why am I getting punished this much over just a wedding dress?
It means that wedding dresses carry that much importance, you know? Weddings are sacred and precious, in case you didn't know. For God's sake, you're not a kid anymore. You are a grown woman, and you single-handedly managed to ruin someone else's wedding because of your delusions and selfishness. The least you can do is to be punished properly. You get what you deserve. None of this would have happened if you had just accepted the fact that Kenneth was never interested in you.
Well, let me contact Kenny. He will surely want to help me out. He will help me for sure. I know it. He's going to marry me instead of you, and he's going to save me from this mess. He is my prince, and he's going to pay for all of this.
By the way, I have a message from Kenneth for you. He told me that he never wants to see or talk to you for the rest of his life. He was disgusted by your actions over the past few days. He said that he's blocking your number and that he's going to report you to the police if you ever try to approach him. That's what he said. He wanted me to relay the message to you. So, is that clear to you now? You're not allowed to contact or approach him anymore. If you do, you're going to get into even more trouble.
You're lying. He would never cut me off like that. He loves me. He's my prince. And I really need him to come save me right now.
Okay, I'm done talking to you. I've wasted enough time already. You need to excuse me, but I have to get ready for my honeymoon. We're leaving this weekend. I'm really busy, so you just give up, Megan, and go to the police and turn yourself in. This is my last piece of advice for you. And also, just in case you hadn't heard this yet, Mom and Dad won't help you either, Megan. They are appalled at what you did, as much as Kenneth and I are. And they said that they're going to kick you out of the house, too. So you take responsibility for what you've done on your own. There's nobody that's going to be on your side anymore.
Wait, are you saying that I will have to live on my own from now on? By myself? Without anyone helping me? I can't do that. Mom and Dad aren't really gonna kick me out, are they?
You are a grown-up. You speak English. You can find a job. You can be on your own. No reason why you can't. You will make it somehow. Now grow up and start taking responsibility for your actions. You need to apologize and do the very best you can do to make it up to the bride and groom. Do you understand? Well, goodbye then. Take care of yourself, Megan. This is the last time we ever talk.
Wait, sis, please, wait. Please help me. I need you to help me. I can't do this all by myself. I do regret burning the dress. I'll also say sorry for what I did, so please don't leave me all by myself. That's all I ask of you. I can't live on my own. Please, help. Someone just tell me what to do so that you'll forgive me, please.
We heard that Megan got arrested and got sued in a civil court as well. That was expected. However, what happened after that was beyond what any of us expected. Megan ended up owing close to $70,000 for what she had done. She had no way of repaying that money, so she started off by borrowing some money from a very sketchy group of people. Megan paid off all the money that she owed to the bride and the wedding venue. However, it all started to go downhill for her from there. The group of people that she had borrowed the money from were criminals, and they repeatedly approached her asking her to pay back the money with ridiculous interest rates. They threatened and shouted at her to give the money back, but she didn't have the money, so they decided to use her to help out with their crimes. She was used by the group as a disposable member. She was forced to do a lot of the dirty work of the group. Her main job was to dispose of the evidence for the group after a crime. One day, the group suddenly handed her a suitcase and told her to dispose of it. It smelled really bad, but they wouldn't tell her what was inside. All they did was tell her to go throw it in the ocean somewhere far away. After they left her with the suitcase, she took a peek inside as she was curious, and she found a corpse of someone. That was the moment when she finally snapped, and she realized that she could no longer take this kind of life anymore. She immediately turned herself into the police and was arrested and questioned. She ended up being sentenced for 10 years in prison for assisting various crimes. I can't believe that she ruined her life completely. She really was a lot crazier than I thought. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please consider subscribing and pressing the like button.
Yo, Thomas, long time no see, huh? Holy cow, is that you, Rick? It really has been a long time. Yeah, we haven't talked since college. Why don't you come and chat anymore? I mean, I guess we've just grown apart. Everyone loses their college friends eventually. I would be a little creeped out by myself if I was trying to visit you constantly. Like some lovesick stalker. Oh god, don't even say that. Anyway, what's with the random text? Not that I don't appreciate it, but just curious. Oh, yeah, so I gotta ask you, are you free sometime tomorrow? Oh, what's tomorrow? I thought that we could go to a bar and hang out like old times. You know, have a few drinks and catch up. Do you remember Miley? Miley, doesn't ring a bell. Oh, wait, is that the cute blonde girl that sat behind us in MCDB? Yeah, that's her. She's gonna be coming drinking as well. Seriously? Yep, she said that she's single. She was complaining about not having a boyfriend, so I invited her. Holy cow, almost feels too good to be true. Good on you for asking her. So, you gonna come? About that. I probably won't be able to, sorry. I've got stuff to do tomorrow. Stuff? What could be more important than Miley? You gotta work or something? Actually, I am going on a date. Oh, I didn't know you had a girlfriend. Well, she's not my girlfriend. Not yet, at least. We met about a week ago in a dating app I tried out. We have been texting a lot and get along really well. So we set up a date IRL for tomorrow. Huh, interesting. Well, what's she like? Is she cute? Is she cuter than Miley? I can't say for certain yet, since I haven't met her properly. We've sent pictures to each other, but she used a lot of filters, so it's hard to tell. Although I will say that I think it would be hard to be prettier than Miley. Then why don't you come with us and hang out with her instead? No thanks. I'm not gonna stand this girl up. You're too nice for your own good. You're gonna miss out. Don't say I didn't try. Yeah, sorry for disappointing you. I guess you're right, though. It'd be a mean move just to ghost her like that. Yeah, thanks for understanding. Well, at least let me know how it goes. Keep me updated, man. Okay. I'll message you after the date with the story. Sounds good, man. I just wanted to say thanks. I had a great time today, Sally. This was actually the first time that I've used a dating app and gone through with meeting them. But I'm glad that I branched out and did it. One of the best dates I've ever had.
Yeah, I'll give it a 60%.
What does that mean? Like a score?
Yeah, the score I give her a date. After checking out everything you've got to offer, it's certainly not terrible. You're tall enough, and you're pretty lean, too. I wouldn't say you're drop-dead gorgeous or anything, but you got a pretty enough face. The university you went to is famous, so that added a few extra points. Your job right now is kind of lame, but at least it's a stable full-time one. I had fun chatting with you, too. You're pretty interesting, but I think you're just not my type. You got a pretty good score overall, and it's technically passing, but not enough. I'm so sorry about this. I really thought you might be a good boyfriend.
Oh. Sorry. Did I do something wrong then?
What? You really don't know?
No, sorry.
It was your finances. What else could it be? I mean, you had us split the bill? Don't you remember? I just think that's honestly really ridiculous to do that to me.
I usually split the bill for first dates. I mean, I still paid a majority. Was it that big of a deal? I just like to split on the first date so women don't use me.
Of course it's a big deal. Women are never supposed to pay for anything on a date. I already had to spend extra money to make myself look nice for you, you know. I had to get a haircut, get my nails done, plus the cost of my makeup and soap or shampoo. It's just completely outrageous to think you'd need help paying for food. I even went out of my way to buy new clothes and get a professional makeover for the date. It took me over 2 hours to get myself ready before the date even started, for crying out loud. It's just obvious that the woman has to do the most work when it comes to a date. All men have to do is pay for everything, and then the woman has to make the effort to impress them. I'm used to getting a gift when I go on a date as well. I mean, not to be picky, but even just some flowers or chocolates would have been nice. I mean, you asked me out. I had to use some vacation time from work to make sure I could get the day off for you, and yet I get nothing? I just don't think I can put up with someone this dense on the daily. Sorry. So I gave it some thought and decided it wasn't going to work out. At least not unless something changes.
Wow, okay. I see. You're one of those people.
And what is that supposed to mean? What exactly is one of those people?
I have a lot I want to say in response to all of that. But I think it's best that I hold my tongue and just say this. I think that you were trying to take advantage of me.
Excuse me?
I was very excited about our date today. I've been looking forward to it for a while. The pictures you sent me looked like a completely different person, not gonna lie. I thought that you were really pretty, just my type. I was quite surprised when I saw you in real life. I mean, not to be rude, but your body type is a little different in person, don't you think? I didn't think someone could eat 2 people's worth of food and still have room for dessert.
Excuse me? Are you trying to say I'm fat? Women naturally eat more because we burn more calories. It's basic knowledge. Besides, I have hormone issues that cause this. Don't talk about stuff you don't understand, idiot.
I apologize. I'm not trying to call you fat or say you're overweight. I just think that the pictures you sent me were much thinner than you actually are. I couldn't help but think you purposely did that to try and trick me.
Seriously? It's normal to use filters. Don't be such an idiot.
You wanted to trick me so that you could get free stuff. That's what it feels like. I mean, you edit and send me a fake photo, then complain I don't spoil you and buy you presents? It's a first date. I'm not gonna go all out like that. This is why I make dates split on the first meetup. How did you expect me to keep up the lie from the photos once we'd met IRL? I'd clearly find out once I saw you. Were you just hoping I'd forgive you or not mention it? I did consider asking you about it, to be honest. But I know that's rude, and I didn't want to ruin our date. Looks aren't everything after all. So I made sure to be polite even until the end. But you did not have the same courtesy. You didn't even say hello to me properly when we met. And right after the date, now you're just scoring me without any mention of whether or not you had a good time? If my date was a 60%, I can't imagine what sort of expectations you have for men. I can play that way too, you know. If your personality had a score, it would be a 0%.
That is a horrible thing to say to a lady. You're a horrible man. You're just a pig.
Whatever you say, the horrible one here is you. You've got some guts to come at me like this, Sally.
Typical man. Didn't your parents ever teach you not to judge a book by its cover?
You did the exact same thing. You can't act like I'm the bad guy here. Besides, I didn't judge you based on your looks. I judged you based on the fact that you were lying about your looks.
I can't believe this. You must not be popular with the ladies if this is how you talk to them.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not very popular. I'll take a wild guess and say that you probably aren't either.
I've never met a man as dense and moronic as you are.
I'm just as surprised as you are. Never in my life have I met someone with such rigid standards. Someone who expects the impossible and wants to give nothing in return.
Oh, shut up. You're awful. I'm never going on a date with you again. I'm just going to block you. Don't try and change my mind.
All right, sounds like a plan. Have a nice life. That was one heck of a date. Yo, what happened? Did the date not go well? Not at all. She was an extremely difficult woman to deal with. What was she like? Well, turns out the photos she sent me were heavily edited. She was a lot bigger than she made it out to be. She used a filter to make herself appear thinner in the pictures. Then she expected me to pay for everything and complained afterwards. Oh God, one of those people. Yeah, and then after the date, she messaged me and gave the date a rating. I got a 60% apparently. Seriously? Then she got mad at me because I asked her out on the date but didn't buy her a present or something. So she basically wasn't interested in you and just wanted a free meal? Yep, I almost fell for the trap too. Well, you definitely dodged a bullet by getting out of it. She seemed okay on the date for the most part, so I was really surprised when she randomly brought it up. I guess that's what happens when you use a dating app. I mean, they're not all bad, but you're definitely gonna get some questionable ones. Yeah, so anyway, I wanted to take you up on your previous offer. If that's alright, of course. Oh, shoot, seriously? Heck yeah, man. I'd love for you to join me. Is Miley still with you? Is she still as pretty as she was back then? But of course. Yeah, about that. She actually went home a bit ago, and she was pretty down in the dumps. Oh, really? Actually, she got pretty upset when she heard that you weren't coming. She was looking forward to it. Wait, what? You're just messing with me, right? Yeah, she seemed really excited when she showed up today. She said she was looking forward to seeing you. Once I told her you canceled, she ended up getting bored and just went home. Wait, hold on a second. Are you saying that she really wanted to see me? Like, she's interested in me, even? I mean, she didn't just hint at that, she told me straight up, dude. Miley said that she's been interested in you for quite a while now. She wants to date me? Seems so. I can't believe this. Did she feel like this when we were in college together? She never said anything to me. She might have done, yeah. but she doesn't seem to have any experience or confidence with dating. She probably didn't want you to find out. I thought that she'd have some sort of past since she's so pretty, but she's never even dated. This is a lot to take in. I imagine so. I gotta ask, is it alright for you to be telling me all of this? Isn't she gonna get mad? No, it's fine. She won't get mad at me. She's too nice for that. Maybe I can try and talk to her. But I don't have her number to text or anything. Oh, I can give it to you. Really? Is it okay to do that without asking? I'll ask her, of course. Just did, and she said it's fine. You might as well shoot your shot. There's nothing stopping you. Oh, God. Now I'm nervous. Good luck. Hi, this is Thomas. Sorry for messaging you randomly like this. Rick gave me your number, so I thought that I would send you a text.
Oh, thank you. I assume Rick told you then? I mean, if he gave you my number, he probably spilled the rest of the stuff I said.
Oh, yeah, he told me.
I apologize for being so awkward about it. I did think about being more direct, but I just never could get the courage. I was too worried it would be one-sided or just upset me. I wanted to get your number for a while, too, but I didn't have any way of getting it without revealing my feelings. Plus, you always seem to be going on dates or getting girlfriends.
I'm sorry for not noticing how you felt sooner. I guess I'm just kind of dense sometimes. I know it's probably a weird thing to say this out of the blue, but I think you're really cute.
Huh? Really?
Yeah, I'm being honest here. I've always wanted to talk to you too, but I try to move on. I thought I'd never get the chance because you are out of my league.
Out of your league? That's sweet, but completely not true. I've never been able to date anyone, so I wouldn't exactly call myself experienced or a good woman.
Sorry if this is sudden, Miley. Do you want to go on a date with me?
Wait, really? Are you sure? I thought you had a girlfriend.
A girlfriend? No, I'm single.
But Rick told me you didn't come today because you went on a date, right?
Yeah, that's true. I went to meet someone I met online, but nothing came of it. We didn't get along well, so we both agreed it's not going anywhere. We won't be seeing each other again. So, basically, I'm free. So how about it? Want to go on a date with me?
Oh my god, I'm so happy right now. I'd love to.
Really? Yes!
I thought you were coming earlier with Rick, and it was really nerve-wracking. I had to muster up all my courage just to show up.
Yeah, sorry for not showing up.
No, it's not your fault. I'm just happy I finally get a chance with you.
What time should we go? I'm free tomorrow if that's not too soon.
Tomorrow sounds perfect. Maybe we could go at night, or at least late evening?
That sounds good to me.
Oh my god, yes, I am so excited. Are you really okay with me being your girlfriend? Like, you're really, really sure?
I already told you it's fine. I already told you how I feel, didn't I? I look forward to our next date.
Thank you so much. Oh, one last thing, if that's okay.
What's up?
I feel bad about you paying for everything. Could we maybe split the bill next time?
I mean, if you want to, but wouldn't you rather I pay for everything?
I appreciate you paying, but I also feel bad for it. I'd prefer to split it. It'll make it easier for me to invite you places as well. I don't want to invite you out to dinner and then make you pay for it.
I see, that makes sense. Well, in that case, we can split the bill next time.
Sounds good. Thanks.
You don't have to keep saying that.
What do you mean?
I mean, we're dating now. You don't have to keep thanking me. We're both having fun, so it's not like you aren't helping me too.
You're right. Sorry. I'm just used to speaking like that, I guess. Thank you for telling me. Oh, shoot. I'll do my best to stop.
Good luck.
Long time no see. It's been almost an entire month since we had that argument. I assume you've calmed down now? No? I thought I'd give you a chance to apologize properly. If you want to apologize, then we can meet up around 7 tomorrow. There's a high-end Italian restaurant I want to try out. If you take me there and apologize, I suppose I can forgive you. Oh, and just so we're clear, this is your last chance with me.
Well, you have fun with that.
What?
I don't need a chance because I'm not interested. You must be desperate to be messaging random guys begging for a free date.
You haven't changed at all. I thought you would have at least realized you were wrong. You've had an entire month to reflect, and yet nothing?
Nope, I haven't changed because I wasn't in the wrong. It's you who need some time to self-reflect. Let me guess, you couldn't find anyone else to put up with you, right? You thought you'd try your luck with me once more? Sorry to disappoint you, but I've actually got a girlfriend. So I don't want that chance. Thanks, though. Go find someone else. After I blocked Sally, I never heard from her again. She probably went off to try and trick another man. I'm sure she got a lot more free meals off lonely men. Miley is still my girlfriend and still my dream girl. I've even been thinking of asking her to marry me recently. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more.